Philly. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Brady will try again on second down. Step aside here in this first quarter.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on third and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the gun, it's Brady. Smith catches left side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Eagles at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That thing is going to be tough to beat in this one.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. In motion goes the tight end. Second down and goal. Brady flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
Ozzie! Ozzie! Hey, hold 66! Sugar! 53, Linda! Alert!
They'll try to run with Sanders. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on fourth and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. We'll take the field goal right here.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive, INT.
But Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Prescott, and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I'll guarantee it, at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A give running left, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Brady. But they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, it's Brady. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter now is Sanders.
They'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's not often that we put the word overthrow next to the name Tom Brady.
His accuracy is so good that when there are misses, they're usually not by much. So when we see one like that, look,
scratch your head a little bit.
Scratch your head. We're chuckling about the whole thing. Let's see how fired up he gets about it, though, because you know he likes to atone for his errors.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt, with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. On 1st and 10, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And again, it's Prescott. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Brady airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Go, 66.
Now Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession. Points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Now Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So third and 2, this quite possibly four-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Fourth down, Prescott. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
Second and 10.
Prescott yet again. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 54 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing on first down is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 66. Shadow. Regular.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Throwing on second down. Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Prescott on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Hey, Alabama.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of the team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
46.
To throw is Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
47.
Prescott to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go Bandit! All right, here we go. Come on.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Regular. Hey, Alabama.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Alpha. Hey, second.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back and reload.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle to Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hey, check it. Alert. Check it.
Another run with Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
No, 66. Cover. 72.
Here's Brady. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Wait, set. Hey, Alabama. Rip.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.